Welcome back to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It is time for us to explore the real world, I think. I also have a new audio setup, so I have played around with Pulse Audio and dug up a old script that I had that splits game audio and voices on Discord and other sounds from my desktop so that I can actually adjust volumes individually. And hopefully we won't have a blue screen this time. I lost all my assassin's abilities.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotus himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So, does what I'm seeing as Alexios match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as a reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor, so I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
So I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
I should check.
Thank you, game, for actually saying something as soon as I interact with something.
Hier soir, un cambriolage a eu lieu à la basilique cathédrale Notre-Dame de Québec. Heureusement, les dégâts au bâtiment historique sont minimes. Le secrétariat de la paroisse rapporte que les malfaiteurs sont partis en laissant derrière les cibles du vol.
This is a lot of text to read.
Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler. Eagles are fine and all. How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our injuries have healed. That's what matters.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotus left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Simple.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kiyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
looks third echelon. Or is it fourth? Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou. What? What? What?
I love it.
What?
I love it.
I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop.
That's a interesting reference to Assassin's Creed Syndicate. I forgot, did we play as her in Assassin's Creed Syndicate? Oh, it's such a long time since I played that game. I miss it though, it's a really fun game.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
I couldn't find anything
Yes,
else to do here,
I'm
so...
ready to go back to Alexios.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
Oh, that's cool, horse sleeping.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Nice. So does this mean... Ooh. Nice. So I can actually use this to recruit people. Nice.
This imprint is shaped like the sword Demos had at the cultist meeting. Was it forged in this place?
Ooh. What about this one?
Well, Herodotus will be happy. It's clear. Someone was here far before we were. Did Leonidas know this place existed?
Good question.
Time to talk! You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Cassandra, you're alive.
Don't touch me.
Oh, come on, little sister. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta, alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
If that's what you think, Cassandra, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard the story, and not from a liar like you. And never call me Cassandra.
Right, Demos. Now her, I don't know.
She's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Even if we were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
If they're after all of us, there's one less person to find. I killed Nikolaos.
Yet here you are acting so righteous, when really you're just like me.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mother. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too. But they'll see how wrong they are.
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them.
We're not abductors. We're political.
Those who don't stand with us stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like me?
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Pericles and his elitist scum. They're next.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do, and you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood, so let's see what you can do.
We still found each other, sister.
I told you not to touch me.
Demos! Malaka. Herodotus. He needs to know about this.
I want to actually see some more of what happened there. I want to see some more of the choices there because some of them were interesting. I want to see what actually comes from them.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance.
Oh, nice. I'm saved right here.
Time to talk! You're not hard to track.
Did you...
I don't...
Well,
You're...
what?
Yeah.
You think it's that simple? Come on, Cassandra. Let's talk about it.
Stop calling me that! I already know what happened that night.
Right, Demos. Now her, I don't know.
She's a demigod. Worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Then why do the cult's bidding?
Have you been paying attention? They're following my lead.
Then make a choice on your own. Help find our mater.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Then get them off her trail. Send them after me instead.
You really do like attention. They'll be after you soon enough, not to worry. And they'll dominate you.
They'll have their work cut out for them.
I doubt it. The family will be exterminated.
If it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mater. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do, and you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood, so let's see what you can do.
You're being an asshole.
You'll have to be stronger than that.
Nice.
Demos! Malaka. Herodotus. He needs to know about this.
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotus. My spear is stronger now. I can feel it. You were right. There was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Alexios, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Demos followed me here. The cult's already moving. She told me herself. They're going after us. My family. Pericles.
Why would she tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.
Ready to sail!
Nice to have you back, Commander.
So where do I have to go on the map now? I need to go to... Oh, just literally straight forward there, okay.
Waters, Commander. Treacherous around chaos. We should be careful.
Around chaos, okay. Yeah, we're not there, so...
Charybdis and Scylla await at the bottom of the sea, I suppose.
No! Pirates! A lot of them!
Only pirates?
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
Oh, thanks for radar, rwxrob. How are you doing? Hi. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I see you brought some friends. Hi. Thanks for follow, Huang. I'm running Pop OS. I have been running like a Ubuntu-based system for ages. Thanks for follow, Darkus3. Thanks for follow, Max. Yeah, I'm playing games, but I sometimes do tech too. But I usually need to actually find something interesting to talk about. Yeah, I've been running Linux for like 12 years now. Let's see. Yeah, 12 years.
Athens. Let's see what this city has in store for me.
No. I think it actually works somewhat in Proton, but I'm not using the Proton for this one because this is on my portable drive. So this is through Looking Glass. It's all an illusion. I'm sorry. Actually, I will show you my desktop. But first thing first. This is through Proton, like this is through Windows. I am going to be honest about that, but it's through a virtual machine. But this is my actual desktop. Hi. Sorry for the bad lighting, I have actually no lamp in my apartment at the moment. So yeah, this is my desktop, and the grey bar at the top is usually where I have the music player. I can just hide that for now. There we go. Yes, this is a dual system. There we go. Hey, I recently moved here, and currently the pandemic have all the stores closed, so I can't buy a new lamp for the apartment I live in, so... I was on Ubuntu for 10 years before I nuked the system and installed Pop OS because of one reason, and one reason only. Pop OS comes by default with all the programs I need. Like, there's not a single program from Pop OS that I uninstall. I use all of them. Yes, I'm running Windows in a VM. I bought myself a Threadripper processor because of the 2 Numa cores on the first gen Threadrippers, and I have actually split up the 2 Numa cores so that one runs Windows and the other one runs Linux. Thanks for follow, Sake. So yeah, my whole system no, not VirtualBox, not VirtualBox. This is all this is all KVM or QEMU or Virt Manager. Essentially, it's through the Virt. Yes. I actually have a whole document on GitHub that explains the whole process and like all the pitfalls and everything. I will see if I can find it for you. But I documented the whole process, and I wrote it into a PDF, which some friends from Chris Titus Tech have helped me convert into a actual wiki. There we go. So that covers pretty much everything. The only thing it doesn't cover right now, I think, is merging the Linux, Proton, and Windows Steam libraries. Because when I first set that up, Steam did not let you have your Steam library on a network share. I mean, if you want to use the guide, literally just give me credit, like I've given credit to all the sources that I have used for it. Oh, that was a reply to Xdot. Still, literally just give credit to everyone and all the sources, and you can freely use it. I don't mind. This is why I put it on GitHub. I want to actually share the knowledge. It's like a 30-page PDF with pictures and everything, but just use the wiki. The wiki one is actually getting updated. I'm going to remove the PDFs at one point. Yes, share the knowledge. Don't keep it to yourself. There are two different lines of CPUs. Ryzen is like their whole new architecture since after the FX series. The Threadrippers are workstation CPUs in the Ryzen series, while the Ryzen by themselves are the consumer chips. And then Epic is the server chips, which the Threadrippers are based on. Yeah. One thing to keep in mind with PCI pass-through is that your motherboard, you need to do a lot of research into your motherboard. Because the motherboard can stop your whole PCI pass-through setup. If you don't have a good IOMMU setup on your motherboard, you will not have a good time, just as Chris. He had one that he managed to do PCI pass-through with like within an hour, and then he has another one where it's literally impossible to do it. Okay, so currently, the thing that made the Threadrippers not work very well on Windows was because they were two NUMA cores, so you actually had a Infinity Fabric layer that went between the two actual cores on the Threadrippers, because they're actually two CPUs that Intel said was glued together, but Intel kind of forgot that they actually did that on their own first dual core, which I actually have one of. They did the same thing. There was two NUMA cores, which were two separate CPU cores.
They don't hurry up and finish this temple.
But yeah, essentially what having two NUMA cores let you do is that you can actually split the CPUs properly, or you can split the core load pretty nicely. Let's see. There we go. So here you have the NUMA Node 1, which has 6 cores and 12 threads. And you see all the connections that are on the board or on that actual NUMA node. And for a second one, you have different PCI connections. So here you have my AMD graphic. No, this is where the NVIDIA graphics card is, and this is the Numino that runs Windows. It has to do a jump over to get to the network card, but that's about it. Everything else is like on that Numa node. However, the Numa node is not the be-all and end-all for the PCI pass-through, because I just wanted to make the best hybrid desktop to run Windows and Linux, and also Mac OS actually. So I invested in that. It is a system that I have been planning out to make since 2009, when I saw virtualization was actually starting to take off, and I just wanted to make the perfect hybrid system. And it's something that I planned out since then. I just waited for technology to actually get to a point where it's actually usable. And with the Threadrippers, that dream was realized. Was it worth it price-wise? Not really, because you can actually do it with a normal Ryzen processor now pretty well. But yeah, I'm available on Discord if anyone actually has any trouble with PCI pass-through, and I can try and help you. I will actually drop my Discord name into this chat. There you go. Just contact me on Discord if you actually have any issues with PCI pass-through, and I will try and help you. Thanks for a follow, Ergo. Yeah, and I wanted to just split. I don't really help with NVIDIA setups because I haven't actually run NVIDIA I haven't actually run NVIDIA proprietary drivers in a Linux machine for ages. Yeah, honestly, I don't need the high-end frequency. I'm not rich enough to actually have the high frequency RAM, and honestly I haven't had any need for it. And it's an upgrade that will be down the line, but it's not something that is high priority right now. Yeah, I've done a lot of optimizations. It also has a physical graphics card on it. If I connect my keyboard and mouse in here and open here, there you go, NVIDIA RTX 2070 in a VM. Exactly, you don't need high frequency for 60 FPS, which is what I'm aiming at, because I don't have, I have a monitor that can do 75 FPS, but, 75 Hertz, but I don't really need it, and I don't have, this monitor isn't DisplayPort, so I can't actually use FreeSync in Linux anyway, so there's that. But yeah, you need to do a lot of planning if you actually plan to do a similar setup to what I did. You need a USB controller for your controllers if you actually plan to use a game controller, because extremely few of them actually work with a USB pass-through. You actually need a USB controller to pass through. if you don't rely on if you don't play any games with a controller, you'll be fine without one.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles. Stay back! He's no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
Oh, Nero, you're using a drawback keyboard. Yeah, they're very hard to actually get used to. I never managed to get used to one, so I actually stopped using drawback or Dvorak.
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid. Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles,
Yeah, I think
we've
they've
come
won
to-
against Spartans.
Choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Alexios, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
Yeah, and I'm a big tech nerd, and my girlfriend is a big history nerd. And she loves this game, and she hasn't even played it yet, because I'm playing it.
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
How's the audio, by the way? I have the game audio and I have the game audio and other desktop audio routed through different channels, so I can actually manually adjust all of them. I might have, I'm not entirely sure. Awesome.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist, Anaxagoras, and another man. on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
I saw that GTA 5 was free on the Epic launcher. I already own it.
Phidias, the famous sculptor? What did he do exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Metiojos, you said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally.
I'm sorry, I don't do push-ups, but I could do something else, but I don't really have any idea what to put on my points. If any of you have any ideas for what I could put on the channel points, then feel free to come with suggestions. And no, I won't do push-ups. I literally do not have the webcam to set up for that.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
No, I want to actually be able to prove that I'm actually doing them if I were to actually do them.
Here, friend. I saw you talking to my associate, Pericles.
From what I saw, you weren't doing much associating.
That's just politics. Pericles is a good man, a fine man, just not the right man.
That's not what I heard.
From whose lips? His?
He was elected. Athens is the seat of democracy.
Oh, it is. It's just that the wrong man is sitting in that seat.
I don't like
Did you actually
this guy.
need something? Or did you just want to educate me on the finer points of democracy?
Pericles is holding parties for the rich and powerful while we're under siege. What I want is for my people to reclaim control. You could help.
Yeah, I'm on Discord, except that it's in streamer mode, so I don't really get the notification. Oh. Yeah, I could switch over to something more tech-like. I could show people how to actually do the splitting of audio, like I have done.
My services don't come cheap.
I understand the wills of commerce and the needs of the people. I will pay you handsomely for your services.
And how do you want me to help?
Help Athens, not me. The Spartans howl outside our city walls. Create chaos.
Oh yeah,
among them.
I've forgotten to update that.
Make them
Whoops.
suffer as we do. Think about it. Will you take my commission and show the Spartans we are not defeated yet?
I have no problem killing Spartans.
Good. Kill their commander Nabis, destroy their supplies, and return to me with proof of your exploits. Show them that we have teeth too.
I'll get it done.
Trust me, this is a huge opportunity for you.
So I can, we can say I play for 10 more minutes, or one more quest, I get close to an hour on the stream for gaming, and then I will switch over to do some tech and show you guys how to actually set up the multiple channels for audio. How does that sound? Or if anyone has a idea for what I could show you guys, I can gladly show you that too. Oh wow, levels. Oh, these are some high level quests. Okay. Let's see, over there. Yeah, Linux stuff is a lot. Like, there's a lot in Linux, Jalopy, and you know this. Thanks for following, Nero. Thanks for following, Pekko. I think I pronounced that right. I think. Yeah, I have lots of options, but if I just jump into a topic, I think it might go over some people's head. I mean, it has happened before. But yeah, I figured being able to split audio into different channels so you can adjust volumes individually on a stream without actual hardware to do it would be a good start in case someone wants to actually start streaming.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what
Yes,
I'm for.
this is Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
As long as your computer can detect your camera and actually show it, yes, you can use the laptop camera. It won't be amazing quality though, but then again, like, my camera is not really amazing quality either, so there's that.
What's my role in this?
Exactly, use what you
The votes
got.
have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the Ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
Okay, so after I'm done with this quest, I will actually stop the game. I've done some blacksmithing like in my teen years. It's cool. I really liked it.
Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think the city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
But yeah, use what you got. Like, I started out with a literal potato when I started streaming. I think I still have my original
Best stay off
laptop
site.
somewhere. Okay, so let's see. I'm surprised he didn't actually see me, so... Okay, I think that's all of them, and is there like a secret passage here? There seems to be. How about over here? Good question. I honestly do not know.
Where did that come from?
Come on.
What was that?
I'm used to discretion, okay? Nobody will see this coming. Nobody will find the pile of bodies. Well, I'm just a Twitch associate. I don't really make any money. No. They're not missing, okay? They just went out for a drink. They just didn't tell anyone.
Hey? Hello?
Hey, I'm not really on Twitch to make any money, so... Uh-oh.
Time to
Like, I stream mostly just because I want to have fun. Don't worry, this is still discretion, honest.
child fights better than you.
Ow.
You can't win this. Die!
Ow.
The gods must be keeping you alive. You're stronger than I thought. Is that all? How are you feeling? This is too easy. Most would be dead. You fight like it.
Ow. Come on.
Found him. Get back here.
Oh, I love the fact that he actually didn't.
I'll find him alone.
He didn't find me. Yeah, I want to actually try and set up droid cam. It's been around forever, but I actually never used it. Yep, nobody saw nothing. It's only the dogs left. They can live. Okay, that pillar was not climbable. Go.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
And where was the other chest? It was in here. And then the war supplies, which I like to burn by just doing this and just drop it there. Ah, wait, really? It didn't do it, really? I mean, it is burning. How about that? Hey! Okay, let's finish the quest and I will stop the game and we can actually try and set up... well, I can show you how to actually set up the audio channels in Pulse Audio. Would be useful for, like, if any of you new to Linux actually want to stream on Linux. And it's something that is very useful to learn too. And it's something you can't do on Windows without actually paying for some kind of ridiculously expensive software or actually buying hardware equipment to do it.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the votes.
Oh.
Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do, continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that
Let's
way.
see.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmi, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
Okay, there's
I
a
suppose I'm
poll
curious
now.
why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever
Yeah,
known?
he seems well fed. I didn't even pay attention to what you just said because I paid attention to the chat. I had to do it? I didn't do anything?
I did what I was asked to do.
And your needs are greater than those of the man you helped ostracize. Still, you raise a fine point. Who is more responsible? Anaxagoras for getting himself mixed up in this? Or you, for simply sealing his fate?
Fine.
Yes.
I'm more responsible.
Drachma is
But I did
money.
it because I have one concern. Myself.
Then I hope you also think about today. About Anaxagoras, about choice.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know.
Discord has a few rules set in place where you're not allowed to use third-party clients or modified Discord clients. And they do say that they can ban you for it. However, I've yet to see a single person banned for it, but it's not something I would advise people to do. You do it on your own risk. Well, there are 2 votes on the poll. So, something in a VM. While you find out what we should do in a VM, I will actually save here. I mean, this is technically something in a VM.